What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be giving you some gems on how to build business credit, especially if you're a newer business. Now, in 2025, building business credit is easier than ever before. And the reason why you wanna build business credit is because a lot of lenders are now looking at your business credit report to inform what type of limit they're gonna approve you for. Now, I wanna give you guys a couple of different trade lines that you can actually get to build business credit. Now, back in the day, it was Quill, Uline, Granger. Those were the go-to when it comes to building business credit. You don't have to go that route in 2025. There's a lot of companies now that furnish data to the business credit reporting agencies. Now, two of my favorite where you actually get some type of utility and you don't have to spend money on unnecessary things that you don't really need is going to be the AtoB Visa as well as the Mudflap Visa. Now, these are two very similar types of accounts. Now, if you have a business vehicle and you want to separate the expenses from your personal credit card, you can use a fleet card. Now, the good thing about the Mudflap Visa and the AtoB Visa is that they're universal visas, meaning that you can use them at any gas station. Now, this is going to be different from a lot of the other fleet cards like Fuelman, where you can only use it at certain places. Now, with universal visas, you can use them anywhere, so at any gas station. Now, there are some distinct differences, but before we go over those, I want to go over the similarities between the Mudflap Visa and the AtoB Visa. So as I mentioned, they're both universal visas. You can use them anywhere. The second thing about it is that they both report to business credit. Now, I'll put up on the screen. Now, once you sign up for the AtoB Visa, every single cycle when it reports to the business credit reporting agency, it actually tells you what date that is in your online portal. So you'll know that your information on that account is actually getting reported specifically to Experian Business as well as other business credit reporting agencies. So this is a great way for you to build business credit using something that you're already going to be spending money on. A couple of differences between Mudflap and AtoB. So with AtoB, and again, I've actually gone through the experiment. With AtoB, you could actually use the Visa card, not only for gas and fuel, but also if you go into the convenience store. So for like 7-Elevens, where they have a gas station and then they have a store, you actually buy, snacks and stuff like that. That goes through with the AtoB Visa card. And I've actually tested this out personally. So that's one advantage. However, with the Mudflap Visa, you could only use it for fuel. If you try to go inside the store and use it, it's going to get declined. And again, I did go through that and found out the hard way, or not really the hard way, but I found out with Mudflap, I guess however they determine the categorization of that transaction, it just does not go through when you go into the store and try to buy, a Snickers or a hot dog or something like that. But that's one of the main differences, but they both do report to business credit reporting agencies. And again, you can essentially get an instant approval with either or. Now, I did want to throw out there that currently AtoB Visa has a $250 bonus. I've dropped a link in the description of the video. You apply, get approved, you're going to get a $250 statement credit. So again, this is an absolute game changer. Not only can you get the $250 statement credit, but you can also build your business credit at the same time. And there's nothing stopping you from getting the Mudflap and the AtoB. I would recommend both of them because these are two trade lines on the business side that are going to report, and they're super easy to get approved for. You don't have to have a whole lot of money in your business account. You don't have to have an established business credit profile to be able to get approved for this. And they're not going to hard pull your personal credit. That's the best thing about it. They're not going to do a hard personal credit check, so you're not going to get a hard inquiry. Now, they will ask beneficial owners of the business for their social security number. And again, this is for KYC, KYB compliance. So that's know your customer, know your business. This is required at virtually every financial institution where they have to confirm the identity of the beneficial owner. So again, just to throw it out, they're not going to hard pull your credit. But again, these are two super easy trade lines, universal Visa. And the other thing I like about the universal Visa fleet cards is that you don't have to go and search to see what gas station you could actually use it at. You could use it at any gas station. Now, you may not get the same discounts if you were going to the gas stations in their network, but you could still use it nonetheless. And for me, I'm not going to go out of my way to save 2 or 3 cents anyway. So again, this is very flexible. You can separate your personal expenses from your business expenses and just keep good track of how much you're actually spending on fuel, especially if you're in the transportation business and you need to keep track of those types of expenses or monitor them closely. So again, 2 super easy trade lines to get on your business that do report 100% confirmed. With AtoB, they actually tell you the last time they reported. And with Mudflap, they also report to the business credit reporting agencies. Anyways, that's all for today's video. If anyone is interested, I've dropped 2 links in the description of the video for the Mudflap Visa and the AtoB Visa, 2 super easy business trade lines to get under your business to start helping you build business credit and start getting high limit business funding.